Hello, I'm Orkan with you here. On the 27th of March 2025, Turkmenistan hosted the 20th EU Central Asia Ministerial Meeting, bringing together the European Union and 5 Central Asian states. Presided over by EU High Representative Kaja Kallas, the dialogue included senior diplomatic representatives, foreign ministers from Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, and deputy ministers from Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan. At the heart of the meeting was implementation of the EU Central Asia Roadmap, designed to deepen engagement across key domains including trade, energy, climate resilience, digital innovation, strategic resources. Emphasis was placed on the shared commitment to international law, particularly the sovereignty of Ukraine, as well as mutual concerns over regional security, notably in relation to Afghanistan's evolving dynamics. In anticipation of the first EU Central Asia Summit, scheduled for the 3rd and 4th of April 2025 in Samarkand, Uzbekistan, the meeting marked a significant step towards institutionalization of high-level political cooperation between the parties. In an exclusive interview with AnewZ, the Honourable Mr. Edil Baysalov, Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, is joining us today. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, sir. My first question to you is going to be about your major takeaways from the latest ministerial dialogue that took place on the 27th of March.
Well, I am here in Strasbourg with a large delegation of our government ministries, General Prosecutor's Office, Human Rights Ombudsman, Presidential Administration and various line ministries, Minister of Justice, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Culture, Foreign Ministry. Here in Strasbourg, we are continuing our dialogue with European officials, with members of European Parliament. And of course, we are, just like our brotherly Central Asian countries, will be celebrating 34 years of our independence. And we are facing, entering in a mature relationship. And we say the upcoming EU Central Asia Historic Summit in Samarkand that will strengthen our relationship, both as individual countries, but as a region at large. There are many issues, economic, cultural, human, that we are going to, that our leadership will be discussing in Samarkand. But I can assure you that both the Kyrgyz Republic, as well as I can speak on behalf of the whole Central Asia, that this summit will serve as a, will boost our relationship, and we look forward to taking this relationship with the whole European Union to the new level.
And on the eve of this very important and historic summit, Deputy Prime Minister, how would you characterize Kyrgyz Republic's current relationship with the European Union following that very important ministerial meeting which took place a few days ago?
Recently, we have signed historic agreement on comprehensive strategic relationship with the European Union. We are the second country after Kazakhstan, and I know that our brotherly countries, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, are in the final stages of concluding and ratifying that agreement. European Union is a large economic partner. It is very important for us historically with individual countries like Germany, France, Baltic countries, Eastern European countries, Italy, many others. We enjoy very strong relations. I can tell you that in the current environment where the whole geopolitics on the global scale are under review, both European Union and Central Asian countries are looking for each other to steady our plans for development, for strengthening, for delivering our people, and I can tell you on behalf of the Kyrgyz Republic that this historic summit is celebrated in our country as a historic milestone.
Deputy Prime Minister, against the backdrop of what appears to be the final resolution of the border issue between Tajikistan and Kyrgyz Republic, which is an important development in its own right. Today, as we understand, there's a historic meeting involving the president of Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and in that meeting is taking place at a very historic tri-junction, the place where the borders of those three countries are intersecting. What is the importance of this border agreements in the context of wider regional, the consolidation of Central Asia?
Well, for many years, Fergana Valley, Central Asia was as a region of instability. As you remember, for many decades, hundreds of history textbooks, thousands of articles, television reports have described Central Asia as the place where the national elites, this independent, to find common ground and agree on moving forward. Well, these all predictions and all these stories proved false. Today's historic trial summit between Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan, we are celebrating historic achievement. Our country, under the leadership of President Sadir Japarov, achieved 3 years ago agreement with brotherly Uzbekistan, agreeing our border, and today we exchanged ratification agreements with brotherly Tajikistan, and today President of our three declared to the whole world that Central Asia, the Fergana Valley, will be the region of peace, friendship, and shared prosperity. Henceforward, our region of finding diplomatic solutions, the most complete settlement, we have achieved that. And now that we have agreed our borders between our countries, we are not going to be building high fences, serve as lines on the map, but our tricks with fellow Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, our leaders are to build the region of prosperity and peace. We will be welcoming our international guests, international investments, and our region. Today is a historic day for our country, and trilateral summit in Hujan will strengthen it forever, our bonds of friendship and brotherhood.
Also, if I may, Deputy Prime Minister, very briefly about the EU Central Asia dialogue. We know that energy and connectivity were two key components, and they're going to be key components during the 3rd of April and 4th of April meeting as well. How your country is positioning itself within this EU Central Asia roadmap on this front, on the fronts of connectivity and energy, and how does the middle corridor come into the equation here?
Well, as you know, Kyrgyzstan is one of the global champions in developing green energy and green economy. When we talk about climate change, and it is very important, Kyrgyzstan is leading a global campaign of mountainous countries in achieving sustainable development. Energy-wise, 95% of our energy comes from hydro resources. Together with Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, we are we have given a start to constructing a mega hydro project in the river. We are going to double electricity production thanks to our hydro resources, but also we have several gigawatts of solar energy, wind energy, and going forward, Central Asia will serve as a source of clean energy. We have concluded agreements on access to our critical resources, minerals, rare earths. You know, there are so many hundreds of billions of dollars worth of critical minerals that we are going to be exploring, and we welcome international investment, including from European Union countries. We believe the future is bright. We have achieved diplomatic settlement on sustainable development. Kyrgyzstan, in the last 3 years, we have recorded economic growth of 9%. We have doubled our GDP. We have tripled our revenue. Therefore, we are very much interested that our neighboring Central Asian countries are doing the same. So we believe the future is, and we welcome engagement with the European Union and other international actors to achieve our shared prosperity for Central Asia.
Deputy Prime Minister, I'm very grateful to you for your time. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
Thank you.
This was the Honourable Mr. Edil Baysalov, Deputy Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan, who joined us from Strasbourg and in an exclusive interview for AnewZ. From Central Asia's strategic autonomy to wider international cooperation, we have discussed a plethora of issues whilst looking ahead to the first EU Central Asia Summit to be held in Samarkand, Uzbekistan on the 3rd and 4th of April. See you very soon.